Greetings, dear Scorpios. It's me, your tarot reader, Angelica. Today is the tarot reading for February 2025. The readings on the channel Tarot Life are general. By the way, you can watch your forecast for February 2025 based on your zodiac sign and your ascendant. You can calculate your ascendant yourself on the internet. It's very easy to do. Well, dear ones, let's begin. Let's move confidently. February 25. And to move confidently into February 2025, watch your forecast for the first half of 2025. The link is above. Now, let's take a closer look at the three most significant and important events that are awaiting you in the upcoming and exciting month of February 2025. The first important event, second, and the third, an important event for you, dear Scorpios. Next, on another deck, let's see what awaits you in your exciting, rewarding, and fulfilling professional activities and journey in February 2025. That lies ahead. On this same deck, we'll definitely look at what your income will be. And let's continue. We'll find out what awaits you in your personal life, in relationships, how your relationships will develop in February 2025. Also, what you should pay attention to in terms of health. Let's take a look. And, of course, we'll learn the advice from the cards for February 2025. So, the first important event for you is the Hermit. The second important event is the Ten of Cups. And the third important event is the Queen of Pentacles. A very good important event. And I will, of course, start with the Hermit. This is a card of wisdom, self-awareness, self-discovery. And the Hermit indicates that you have already traveled quite a long, eventful life path filled with adventures and impressions. And the Hermit suggests that in February 2025, there will be a desire to retreat, to be alone, with your thoughts and reflect on your life and the life priorities you will set for yourself in 2025. And this is very good because you will have the opportunities, the time, and the desire for this. And according to the Hermit, this is, a path of detachment from the world on the journey to oneself, a period of self-discovery and introversion when we try to shield ourselves from external influences, to distance ourselves from the hustle and find peace. This is a very important period. This doesn't mean that you will be a hermit all of February. No, but most likely there will be a moment, or perhaps a short period, when you will use this flashlight to illuminate your own true path on the journey to success. The Hermit suggests that this will be a small pause, when you will refrain from any external active actions for the sake of analyzing and assessing the life situation you are in, and to develop a plan for new achievements. Therefore, the Hermit indicates that you will be re-evaluating the life path you have traveled and determining your goals for the future. And what is most wonderful about this card is that you are already ready for it. Sometimes we think about something, dream about something, plan, but we ourselves are not ready, and it remains only in our dreams. But according to the Hermit, you are ready to find your own path. You are ready to honestly assess the path you have taken, possibly some mistakes, and decide what you want next, what achievements, and in which direction you will move. This is a very important card, a card of self-discovery, searching for one's own path and gaining wisdom. This card can also manifest for you as communication, contacts, interaction with elderly relatives, elderly people. And this can be either receiving advice, some wise guidance, or visiting them. Why visiting? I'll tell you now. Or taking care of your elderly relatives, or giving them attention, or maybe organizing a celebration for them. Why a celebration? Why take care? Because at the center of important events for you is the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is a card of family, joyful moments that happen within the family, celebrations. holidays, family gatherings, meetings with relatives, loved ones. And possibly for you, this will manifest as some kind of family celebration when you invite your relatives and celebrate something. Maybe it will even be a birthday, for example, of one of your relatives, and you will gather, give gifts, meet, and socialize. It will be a very good celebration, filled with love and wonderful emotions. Or maybe it will be your children creating their own family, and you will also be inviting your relatives. Or maybe you are the children who will be inviting your parents to your wedding. Because the Ten of Cups indicates that a certain stage of transformation is happening for you in February. And this, again, is like the completion of a certain life cycle and the transition to a new stage or a new level of your life cycle. And in this regard, this transformation plays out as, for example, creating your own family. That is, you were free. You create a family. And for you, this is a new level of relationships. Or a child was born, and in this case, you can then turn to your relatives, to your parents, so that they help you with raising the children. Or, for instance, take walks with them. In general, the focus is on home and family relationships. This is according to the Ten of Cups. And also the Ten of Cups indicates that in February you can expect a lot of happiness, a lot of joy and enjoyment of life, success, and luck, and the fulfillment of a certain wish. Specifically with the Ten of Cups, it may happen that one of your wishes comes true. And here, the wish might relate to, for example, your relationships, your personal life, or perhaps your wish is about your professional activities. But we will see that when we reveal the card that tells about your professional activities. And the third important event is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles also indicates that February will be a very eventful month for you. According to the Queen of Pentacles, this is most likely a month of pleasant domestic tasks. These could be some significant, for example, buying real estate. For instance, you are starting a family, buying real estate, your relatives are helping you with this, and you are arranging your home or apartment. You might be doing some cosmetic repairs or perhaps buying furniture. And in general, in this way, you are wisely investing your money and starting a family life. It might play out. This is like receiving a large sum of money. You might receive this large sum of money during a wedding as a gift from your parents. You can also receive this large sum of money in other ways, for example, as a bonus or a salary increase or something else. And also, once again, the Queen of Pentacles speaks of profitable purchases for future investments. Again, this could be the purchase of real estate. It could be a car. It could be some jewelry. It could be paintings, for example, and so on. And this card also indicates that it doesn't matter if you are a woman or a man. It will still be very important to take care of yourself. For women, it is most likely visiting beauty salons, taking care of themselves and their appearance. But for men, it is quite likely that you will focus on your physique, your physical body, and will visit gyms, for example. That is, the Edge of Pentacles really likes everything to be very good. Both appearance and physical body, everything at home is good, and everything is great with money. So the month, in terms of events, it is very important, significant, interesting, rich, and most importantly, productive. Well, now let's see what awaits you in your professional activities. Here is the major arcana Temperance. And what awaits you in terms of income? The King of Wands. A wonderful month in professional activities as well. Temperance will bring a calm flow of life into your February, a peaceful resolution of various work tasks. There will be no tension, no conflicts. Your ability to maintain balance, to adhere to the opinion of the team, which is also important, will be key. Everything will be calm and unhurried. And if you need to interact with someone, whether it's negotiations or the necessity to cooperate or resolve some complex issues, you will likely be focused on that and will strive to do so. You will peacefully resolve any conflict situations. You will seek compromises, calmly negotiate, and harmoniously conduct any business or tasks. The card also indicates that there will be a very comfortable working atmosphere overall, and work will proceed without stress and at a leisurely pace. Well, in fact, with moderation, there's no need to rush, especially when making important decisions, and it's best to avoid making hasty ones in February. Any steps? And it's also advisable to avoid extremes. All of this will allow you to act as efficiently and purposefully as possible. And I think that this kind of, let's say, chosen path for resolving any work-related issues and focusing on results, calmly, step by step, gradually solving everything without any fuss, stress, or tension leads to what the King of Wands suggests. You will have very good opportunities opening up in February 2025, because the financial reward here comes precisely as a result of your consistency. That is, you consistently move forward in solving work tasks and receive good compensation for it. You are valued, you are respected. And overall, this card indicates that the income is good, stable, constant, and high. This card can also play out as assistance. Assistance, for example, from a patron or a reliable partner, including financial support. Let's continue watching. Next, personal life, the major arcana moon. And the moon suggests that there might be some uncertainty. Perhaps due to this uncertainty, you will seek advice from a wise person or a relative. Maybe the uncertainty will be of the following nature. After all, we remember that there is the Ten of Cups here, and this card signifies very good relationships. And accordingly, we cannot say in this combination that there will be any problems. I think it will manifest more like, you love each other so much that you're ready to dissolve into one another, or one dissolves into the other. And in this case, it's like a person loses themselves from such strong love. In this situation, some uncertainty may arise, and you might seek advice from a relative about how you love so deeply, so much that you don't see any negative aspects, and perhaps here you will want to share your emotions and impressions. This probably concerns more those who, for example, are starting a family. There may be fears about the upcoming wedding because the moon, it kind of revives our fears, perhaps worries about the upcoming wedding. This is all understandable. As for those who are in a relationship, what do I think might play out here? So perhaps there is some problem, and you try to close your eyes to this problem. You try not to notice it, to pretend that everything is fine. And in this case, once again, you need to talk to someone, consult with someone on how to solve this problem. Perhaps the problem is not in the relationship, but just a problem you are solving together. And you are uncertain about something. Well, maybe once again, since the cards here suggest that for someone it will play out as some important major purchase, there might be problems here, like where to get the missing amount of money. And in this regard, you can also turn to your relatives for help. And since the King of Wands is here, then it is quite likely that it will be your relatives who will help you by giving you some amount of money that you are lacking. But that's one option. I also think that since the Ten of Cups is here, in relationships, this card will manifest as a lot of romance, because the moon in a positive aspect speaks of a romantic mood, of a wonderfully spent time when people give each other their love. But undoubtedly, for some, it may also play out as you being unsure about your significant other. You are not sure about the correctness of, let's say, some of your actions or statements, or maybe there was a quarrel, and you are worried about it. For those who haven't soared, the moon will most likely play out in such a way that there is a fear of loneliness, a fear that you won't meet your other half, that you won't, for example, create strong relationships. And so in this way, there may be a manifestation of melancholy and so on. But, as I said, since there is the Ten of Cups here, I think these are your fears, which are unfounded. The Ten of Cups, especially for those who wish to meet someone, to create strong relationships in the future, a strong family, it speaks of the fulfillment of a wish. Therefore, I think that these fears will linger for a while. You might talk with your relatives and calm down, realizing that there is really nothing much to worry about. Everything is fine, and everything in your life will get better. Well, and of course, I sincerely wish this for you. Well, let's move on. Next, health issues. Regarding health issues here, look, the Major Arcana Tower, and possibly these worries might be specifically related to health. In this case, regarding health, the family will provide you with all kinds of support. Relatives, parents will also be concerned about you, take care of you, and will visit you. Therefore, in terms of health in February, you need to be extremely cautious because there might be some illnesses like a bolt from the blue. There might be some injuries. There might be accidents, burns, because here the lightning signifies burns. But at the same time, take note, usually in the tarot deck, the tower is depicted as destroyed. Here, the tower actually stood firm. It held up. So I can assume that even if something like that happens, it is more likely to be a sudden healing. Then the illness can be expelled very quickly. But undoubtedly, despite everything, even with quick expulsion, there will still be some, generally speaking, shocks to the body. For someone, this might manifest as a surgical operation, especially if you are planning this operation. Then it will certainly take place. And also regarding expulsion through the tower, this could be like expelling or freeing the body from toxins due to high temperature. Yes, undoubtedly, this will also strain the body significantly because enduring high temperatures is certainly difficult. However, healing can occur quickly as a result of this. And there might be some abscesses here or some, suppurations, for example. If you cut yourself and an infection got in, suppuration occurs. It might manifest as just a very intense experience, a very strong experience, like it just overwhelms you, especially since the moon is nearby. Therefore, in February, pay maximum and utmost attention to your health because all other areas are quite stable and definitely for you. But health, yes, here, of course, there will be some unexpected and surprising situations. And maybe that's why you will be extremely worried. You will be very much anxious. All right, now, let's see further what the cards advise you. Look closely. The card of the Nine of Wands appears. I will show you now one deck and another that are involved in the spread. Also, the Nine of Wands. You have two Nines of Wands. These two cards indicate some tension that will be apparently in February. Possibly this will specifically affect health. Or here, it could also be fears driven by the moon. Then it will manifest as your very strong anxieties. Moreover, these fears are not always justified. Very often with the Nine of Wands, these are imagined fears. In fact, the Nine of Wands has a meaning of great strength, and this strength is 100% within you. And February will be helping in any situations. Therefore, the advice for you in February is to rely on your experience, your skills, and discipline. And undoubtedly, with the Nine of Wands, beware of haste. Haste in the sense that as a result of some fuss and haste, there might be something that you don't notice and you could end up in an unexpected situation that might threaten you with some kind of injury. Therefore, if you are careful, with moderation nearby, calm, without haste, without fuss, doing everything in February, you can easily avoid any unpleasant situations. So that's the forecast for you, dear Scorpios. Subscribe to the Tarot Life channel. I sincerely thank you for watching, subscribing, your likes and comments. We will see each other tomorrow, as always, on the Tarot Life channel. Hugs to you and goodbye.